Hello everybody, welcome back. Omega Even here. We're going to give you a short Python tutorial on dictionaries, which are very helpful things, and I think that you should learn them sooner rather than later, because I think dictionaries, once I actually learned to understand them and manipulate them, I was able to do so much more, because it's a very great way to store data in a ordered or I don't know, retrievable format. Because when my last lesson, we kind of looked at lists and everything. And lists, the only way you could really grab stuff from lists was to know where an item was in a list. But what if you don't know where an item is? Then you have to go search the list, and it's just ineffective. Dictionaries, on the other hand, you can find those values based on keys or a special character or a special variable, special something or whatever. So in dictionaries, we often say key value pairs. What does that mean? Well, basically, if you look at a normal English dictionary, you have a term, which is the word that you're looking up, and then you have a definition. Basically, a Python dictionary is very close to the same thing. You have a term, which is what we call the key. That's the key item, the item that we can search for. We're searching for the definition of X, and then we get Y, which is the definition or the value of that item, because maybe that word in a dictionary has a meaning. Well, guess what? The meaning of that key in a Python thing is something else. So yeah, that's basically what we'd use. How do you make a dictionary in Python though? Well, let's just call it ourselves we're going to make a variable. We're going to call it dictionary1. I don't know, dict1. I'm just going to shorten it. And that's going to equal brackets. That is a dictionary. Now, let's just quickly do print. Let's do the type of dictionary1. Let's just see. Is that a dictionary? It is a dictionary. Yep, that's how you create a dictionary. It's two brackets. End of lesson, everybody. Woo! No, we're going to go on. All right, so how do we actually put items and things in this dictionary? Well, like I said, there's key and values. So how do we denote those? Well, we have, you can use a few different formats. You can use strings. So say this is key 1, and that is equal, that's the key, and then this can be the value. This is a value. So that's how we do it. Now, what's the use of this? Well, every time I call on key 1, we get this value. So if we do dictionary, dict1, dot get, and then we know what we're trying to get. We're trying to get the key 1, or key 1. What will it do? It will display the value, which is nice, right? Now, there's actually a couple ways we could do this. We could also do print, we're going to do print dictionary1, and then we can do this. We can do key 1. Try printing that out. Value. See? So we can use this function right here, dictionary.get, and then open parenthesis, and then put a parameter in there of key 1 to get value. Or we can use brackets, kind of like a list in a way. Interesting. They're very similar to lists, but don't work exactly the same way. So we can put brackets, and we can basically see we want to try to get this in from that dictionary. So it gets that dictionary. Kind of like up here where we use numbers. Dictionaries, you can kind of use the same way, but what if we did 0? Let's try that. Dictionary1, print 0, and then we're going to try 0 right here. This is probably going to produce an error. It's probably going to be a key error. Key error, yes. A key error that you can't... Oh, this is interesting. Get of 0 is none. But if we try to get it this way, it's a key error, meaning there is no such thing as 0 in this dictionary. What if we wanted to make a 0? Well, let's just do this. 0 is equal to 1. It's going to be very confusing if you try to reorder all your numbers. But look, there's a little red squiggly here because this isn't quite the right syntax. In dictionaries in Python, you need to always put a comma after your key value pairs, and that will, make it so you can actually keep going. You can keep putting keys and whatnot. Now, you can also put variables in here. So you can say var1 and make, colon, and that can be equal to var2. So let's make var1 really quick. var1 equals the key, I don't know, just a key 3. We're gonna do that. And then var2 equals, I don't know, let's actually make this a list. Why not make this a list? Let's make this a list of a few numbers. I don't know, just makes it easier. I don't know, 67. All right, there we go. So we have var1, var2, and we can put them in this list like this. So we can now run and just be like, how do we do? We want to get var1 or get var1, from either one or the other way. And let's see what pops out. Well, it pops out a list because var2 is a list. And then, we never tried the 0, have we? Let's try the 0 again, because now that we added 0 to our dictionary, what happens? It gets 1. So yeah, that's basically how you can do dictionaries pretty easily. Well, what if you want to add items to the dictionary? Well, we could add items to the dictionary by doing something like this. We're going to do dictionary or dictionary1 or dic1, and then we're going to do brackets, just like we're getting an item from the dictionary, but we're going to insert an item this time. So we're going to do, this is going to be key 2, and then that's going to equal, let's see. Oh, no, we don't want to do colons here. We want to do equals. So we're basically inserting this, like, so it's basically asking, I want to get this item from the dictionary, and then assign that item something else. So we're going to assign key 2, and we're going to make that, I don't know, definition of key 2. And screw any of the whatever stuff in here. We'll just try that out. Let's try this out. All right, end of process. We got to print this out though. Print dict1, and then we want to get, and then we want to say, what do we call it? The key 2. Here, I'll just copy that. Oop, triple. No, it's not going to do it. All right, let's just copy that in there, and let's print that. Definition of key 2. So we assigned it in there. So that's kind of interesting. It basically is trying to get this key value from dictionary 1 and assign it to 2. It doesn't exist, so it just makes it. If it did exist, it would reassign it. So let's try this. Let's reassign 0 to definition of 2, and then let's get 0. Let's try that, and look at that. It's now the key definition of key 2. Interesting stuff. All right, so that's how you can add things to dictionary. How do you update things? Or there's actually this is a little tool. So I'm using an IDE. We kind of covered this in my last lesson. IDEs make it so it's a little easier to do some coding because I can do period, and it gives me all the things I can do with this this data type. So dictionaries can do a get, which I've been using. It can do a clear, which clears out the entire dictionary. It can do a pop. Ooh, let's try a pop. Let's do pop. We want to pop out 0. I don't know. So we have 0 right here. Now we want to print dictionary 1 and try to get 0. Let's see what happens. Key error 0, because what we did is we popped it out. So we got it here, which is there, but then we popped it out and then it's now 0. But what if we have a print statement here? Open print statement. So what are we going to get here? We're going to get the definition of key 2, definition of key 2, and then key error again, because when you pop an item, you have the dictionary, and it takes it out, returns it, so if you're putting it in a print statement, it'll print it, or if you put it in a variable, you can then use that variable later, and it leaves the dictionary without it, so the dictionary won't have that variable in there anymore. So that's basically how you can do an update thing. You can update like different things. I don't know, I think that's like a very basic lesson of dictionaries. Don't want to make this video too long, but hey, if this has helped you guys out, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And any questions in the comments, we'll answer in new videos. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.